Ocio, friends and tubers. Cio and Ocio. Cio is hello to everyone. Ocio is hello to your elders and those who you respect. And there's a lot of them on here for me. That's why we say Ocio. And then, it's been a while since we've been out. Had a little tumble mushroom hunting, and boy, got me where I could hardly walk for a little while. But I couldn't stand it. Here it is, 80 degrees, and it's frickin' the end of October. And something, he's gonna make him a home right here. Probably an armadillo, which he ain't gonna get to stay there long. We've kinda just got here and just got started. There's a spot where someone dug at years ago, and they left all this piled here, and they got to here and they stopped. So there's a little distance across here. But you know why we got the camera on? I mean, we had been here, like I said, just a few minutes. And actually just been trying to clean out this ditch, and there's all the dirt that animal dug out. I mean, all I was doing was just cleaning out this ditch. And it's through here and right here. No, look at that. A little sedalia with a little bit of base missing. Missing a little bit of tip. Kind of thick in the middle there. And a lot of these sedalias up here have been a lump to the back side of it, but this guy's lumped right up in the middle. Well, cool beans. That's a way to start the day. Thank you, Great Spirit. Well, we've had some other finds. Some I'll have to show you in the cleanup. Not sure what we got here. Some kind of little sedalia or a broken point. I don't think it's really broke. It's hard to tell. But it ain't hard to tell that it's translucent. That's for sure. I got a major heartbreaker in the little bag here, and it was caused by my hatchet and all these dang friggin' roots, trying to chop roots out of the way, and it's kind of a rough point, but I chopped it in frickin' half. I mean, if you dig, it's gonna happen. And there just ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can see, I think it's right here, where I hit it with my hatchet, and it just smacked it right in half. Some of these are right underneath the grass, and some of them are 6-8 inches down, but I wanted to do a shout out real quick here. I don't know if I can get these to show up real good, but shout out to a lot of newer tubers over the couple of years and everything. But we got Missouri Rockin', Just Slatin, dope, we ain't wanting to leave no comment. PA Headhunter, Ancient Stone, Doug Williams, Jason Cope. You know, a lot of these guys do a lot of great hunting. Make sure you go give them a sub. Ridge Walker Brian, Sam Coughlin, I know I'm gonna forget somebody. Heartbreaker Relics, Mr. Rick Jitsu, he's been here a long time. He like me, old school. Rockette, Ohio, he's been here a long time. Commissioner Tom, them guys put up some great vids. Smoke Eater, That's a new guy right there. And we should all always try to support our firemen. And he's a fireman, if that name don't make sense. But Baker's Creek, Zach Bird Adventure Hour. Let's see who else posts videos. Lance Cocus, if I pronounce that right. Creek Comer, Bevel Blade, J Bird Rocks, Chief Rain in the Face, Ohio Flint Guy, Great Basin Man, oops, Indian Trace, lots of you know Indian Trace, Quincy Point Hunter, great feller, West Central Missouri Points. I've never quite known how to say his name, Gypsody Dude. There's Calvin's Corner 72, Calvin's Corner 72. Make sure you throw him a sub. He's a really cool Southern boy. I like his videos. Alabama Headhunter, T&K Artifact Addiction. They do some stellar digging. Afton Moe. See, some of these people, I think I've gone to their channels and they don't put none up. Thule Dude 89. Bad Brad 9376. Jim Andrews. Flint's Ball. And Crazy for Flint. And there's 100 other people I'd like to throw a shout out to, but we don't want to make a video forever. What I don't understand is why some videos get so many views, and I guess it's maybe because of how you name them or something. Hematite Sweetness has 1,844 views, and X Marks the Spot only has 536. Now that was a killer video. That was a killer day. Big old 4 3/4 inch Sedalia. Well, I'll just do that shout out real quick. We gotta get back to scratching in the dirt. See what else we can find before we gotta go home. Hope everybody has a good Halloween. I love spots where people stopped. You can see, and that don't mean that this dirt back here that they dug in don't need dug through, because the feller that did some digging up here before it was in mine and my partner's hands, my buddy Sonora Tim, he dug all kinds of, did digging and missed all kinds of stuff. Two of the best points I found this spring come out of pre-dug dirt. But I know this little spot here ain't been dug. And finds like this almost make you think, oh man, do I want to stop, call this my Daymaker and go home today? Before I even touched it when it fell out, I watched it fall like this. Look at that, would you? We and Yahoo. I am of the Great Spirit. Therefore, we always thank the Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you for giving me this day to be alive, walking, and playing in my big sandbox. And a nice Smith to go with the day. See how broad it is? I mean, that dude's over 2 inches wide. And then kind of cornerish bezel notches there. But I can see it's got some big random flaking in it. And that's also, I mean, all them traits are what make a smith. It's like an old ancient break off the edge there, and that ear been gone forever too. You just been discovered after 4,000 to 6,000 years. Stellar. That'll make for a cleanup. Up here, when you're finding a lot of ads, which we have been today. I don't know if that last point that come from right here was supposed to go with this ads, or this ads goes with another point. But usually, when you're finding a lot of ads, you're usually finding some good points. Look at that beveled bit on that thing, would you? Down here, we should focus on it. See her when she's cleaned up. Thank you, Great Spirit. Oh, big old flake. Look at that. A pile of them. Them's just the ones I keep. There's so many that end up off in the dirt. Can't keep every manufactured flake, but I like to keep the pretty ones. Boy, what a day of dirty Daymakers. When we start out, I guess is what we found first. This little sedalia here. Old nick in the base and the tip being gone is old. I mean, there's so much caliche in that tip you can't even get it out. I had this little guy here. Oh, look at that, would you? And I think it's could be just a blade. Or maybe they's working it down to turn it into a sedalia. It's translucent, so you know me, we love it. Had all kinds of other little finds. I think this here was a little perforator point, which I need to get my drills and perforator video done soon. Here's a midsection. I had a couple other midsections. So a guy here, and this guy here, had a couple of tips. Shame that one wouldn't have been all there. Just that tip color is stellar. Oops, don't want to lose it. Another little midsection piece. Little base. This, wow, that was a heartbreaker right here now. That had been a big old monstrous sedalia. 3 inches broke. Just at the widest point of the blade. Around 5-6 inches. And this was a little heartbreaker. I don't know if it'd have been a little Atlee or what. There really hasn't been no woodland points found here. Awesome mosaic colors in it. Now, speaking of awesome mosaic, one of my favorites right here, snakeskin stipple. We'll practice soak this in vinegar, get some of that caliche off of it, just so it shows up prettier. Had this tool here. Shame it's broke because it's got some serious polish on it. And this big old honking adze bit here. I don't know if that's how it was made or not. I know that's how the bit end was made, but a lot of times them ends will be just like that with outer core left on them. Which, they're not all like that. Some they round off. Had this other adze right here. And this little tool kind of chopper deal. May have been something they were going to try and make to a preform, and never made it there, so they just threw it back down. And our big heartbreaker for the day right there. It just about makes me sick. But if you dig, it's going to happen. Which actually, this is the first point that I've ever broke like this. Now I've chipped a couple. One out of every 100 pieces you come through, but pretty sure I broke this one with my axe, chopping roots out of the way, because where it hit right there and it just broke all the way through. Now of course it was a thin piece, but just thank gosh it was a rough point and not a real killer point I got there. The base all cobbled up and everything, but tip all sharpened up funny. It was still a point, so it's still a bummer, but we'll go home, put some glue to it, and it'll sit on the shelf with all my other good ones. It's still a pretty good productive day for as little as dirt we moved. But I'd like to say thank you to y'all who leave comments. It's highly appreciated. You know, if it wasn't for all the friends I've made here and people with all their support and all their heavy followers and always leaving all the great comments, I don't know if we would have come back to posting or not. Because that always going to be me. Going to get out and rock hunt when I can, mushroom hunt when I can. But it's been nice to be back to sharing too. We're all here to collectively learn, right? Thank you all for coming along. May you find a stellar point in your path. Go find you one.